Hey everybody, it's Flyin Ryan here with a review of the Mould King 33033 Asteroid. Now this is a pretty unique little nano quad, notably the round prop guard, and I don't know, just the kind of, I don't know, it has like a this body looks, I don't know, like a futuristic robot, like something you'd expect to see in like that Wall-E movie or something. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know. It kind of has this adorable robot look to it. I just really like the look, just kind of neat and unique. And this prop guard is it's surprisingly cool. Like it, being that it's round, every single point of impact is the same, and it's nice and firm. It doesn't, it gives, but it doesn't push in enough that it's springy or that it's going to bounce into the props. It is a little bit close to the props, but it doesn't give enough to hit them. So I found that it bounces off the wall nice and even. It just kind of springs back just a little bit. It doesn't go shooting off in a weird direction because you hit a prop guard at a weird angle. I mean, you're always hitting at the same angle. So the prop guard works really well. It pulls on and off. You don't have to remove the props or anything, but it does take a little bit of finagling to kind of get them to go around the props and get some clearance. So a little bit annoying to take on and off, but at least you don't have to remove the props or anything. But I did find that it kind of comes off easily sometimes too, and crashes in use and whatnot. And it's fairly heavy. So the prop guard does have a pretty good, negative effect on flight performance. It can, it's a little bit underpowered with it on. You got to use a lot of throttle. So I would suggest that for learning or whatever. But ultimately, you're going to want to take the guard off and fly it that way. Let me try to get it off of here so we can just get a look at what it looks like without the prop guard on. There we go. So there it is without the prop guard, and it's pretty normal nano size, but it's all concealed, no exposed frame or anything. And it has a 120 milliamp hour battery in there, but it's not swappable. It is kind of built in. I didn't take it apart, but it looks like the battery probably is plugged in, so it probably is replaceable if you need it to be, but isn't really intended to be swapped out. You've got a on-off switch to turn it on and off, and a little charging port there. It comes with a spare set of props, a green screwdriver, which is cool, and a USB charging cable. Takes about 25 minutes to charge. You get about 3 minutes and 45 seconds of good flight with the prop guard on. After that, it starts to get really wobbly and weird. It just doesn't have the power to fly with the prop guard on. But you can push it out to like 5 minutes or so before it finally drains the battery. But 3 minutes and 45 seconds is about the max of good flight with the prop guard on. But without the prop guard, you get about 5 minutes and 15-second flights. So that's a pretty good long flight time for a nano quad. The transmitter's a little bit weird and funky. I've reviewed a few other Mould King things, and they all have just strange transmitters. But this one isn't bad, actually. I mean, the size is pretty decent, especially for a nano. I mean, it's a pretty big transmitter, and it has sticks, so it works well. However, the sticks were taken off in packaging, I think, just so they can have a small slim package. You can't, those sticks were bumping out, so the sticks were in the Ziploc here, and there's screws that come with there, so you've got to screw on the sticks right out of the box. So that was a little bit weird to have to kind of build the thing myself, but that's obviously a very easy fix, and it comes with the screwdriver. Anything it comes with the screwdriver itself. But you know, if they're gonna do that, I would have liked to see them just plug in. Don't make me have to use a screw and screw them into place. Just make them pressure fit plug in, which is what I tried at first. But they did end up kind of working themselves off. So you do need to screw them on. And so let's see, we've got on the left bumper here is your rates, and there are 3 different rates. And I think the yaw rate changes, but just barely changes. I mean, it's almost not noticeable. So I looked at it several times, and I think it is changing, but it is not very much. But it is a pretty decent yaw rate anyway, so, you know, the yaw works pretty well. Right bumper is your flips, and it does really nice tight flips. I mean, just really fast and just stops right back where it started. Just really nice flips on this one. It's got nice LEDs. You've got the headlights here. The eyes are white, and then in the back, the whole back kind of lights up blue. So kind of interesting. You've got a combination of these exterior LEDs and then internal LED in the back. So kind of unique again. So just a lot of, you know, neat, new, unique stuff for this quad. However, it is a little bit noisy. I mean, having the whole enclosed case like this, and there's just a lot of parts to kind of rattle and stuff. So it's a little bit noisy in flight. And it's a little bit drifty. It doesn't love to just hover in place for too long. It always kind of wants to move around a little bit, I think, just because, you know, the kind of the weight and size of the frame. But when you're actually flying and stuff, it flies really nice. So probably my favorite, or no, not even probably, definitely my favorite Mould King quad that I've reviewed so far, because the other ones that I reviewed I did not like at all. And I actually like this one. So good job, Mould King, and, you know, way to make a nice, unique nano. There's a ton of nanos out there, and they pretty much, you know, made a completely unique design, cool prop guard idea. So really impressed with this one. It's pretty neat. So let's go take it for a flight. Alright, this is the flight review of the Mould King 33033 Asteroid. And we'll start out with the cool little prop guard on there. We'll test that out. And then I'll take that off and we'll fly it without it. So yeah, I can't tell if the yaw changes or not. It looks like maybe it changes just a slight bit, but not sure. And it's hard to hear the transmitter beep, but let's go ahead and do the prop guard test. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this prop guard is so good. Look at that. Unreal. I mean, by looks you wouldn't think it would work well. It just, I don't know, it just looks like there's no way just a circle could work, but this may be the best prop guard I've ever seen, at least in a nano, if not anything at all altogether. I mean, other than protective cages, but man, that works so well. Oops. Alright, so now let's take it off and fly it for real. Whoop, my battery, the battery compartment fell off the back here. Let me start over. I think my my batteries like kind of came out and I lost sync with the quad there. Alright, let's start that over here and get it turned on. It's kind of funny because the other Mould Kings that I tested, I had problems with the batteries. I don't know why that door just doesn't want to stay on very well, I guess. So let's see. Alright, I'm in high rates. And so you can hear whoa, it's pretty noisy and rattly just because of that frame, but no real big deal. Get some funnels going there, not bad. This thing is definitely a much better flyer with the prop guard off. And it can fly really well. I mean, that thing is quick and nimble and precise. Good smooth flight. Let's do some flips. So it kind of is one of those ones that where it kind of drops the throttle as it flips. Just does really nice tight flips. Alright, let's take it in for a landing and let's see if these LEDs are any good in the dark. Kind of a different LED design than most other nanos with the, it's got the white headlights in the front but then the blue that glows through the body in the back. So pretty neat looking. So yeah, I don't know if I'd call it a night flyer per se. Those headlights really only show up coming at you. The blue in the back may be enough to kind of keep your orientation, but I don't know, if you're outside at any distance, I think you'd probably have some trouble with this one in the dark. But that looks pretty cool with the blue glowing through the back like that. Alright, well I think that was a good sample of everything it can do. Pretty neat little nano. This is a unique, original design. It's got that cute, like, cartoon robot look to it. Very clever prop guard that not only looks cool, but actually works incredibly well. And I mean, it seems durable too. I would be surprised for you to, break that. Transmitter leaves a little bit to be desired, but it's doable. So pretty good job from Mould King. When I was, not very happy with the other stuff I reviewed, I'm very impressed with their nanos. So I look forward to see what they do next. But yeah, check the video description for price and purchase link. And I thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.